Yo, ladies and gents, we're back again because R 3.0 ain't over yet, and we got a Titan to talk about with R 3.0. This time, we're going to be looking at the R 3.0 for Titans, and it's going to be as hype as, hopefully, as hype, and maybe even more hype because honestly, I think it is, than the Hunter R 3.0. This thing is amazing. So, we got Fist of Havoc, same super as always. There's nothing special about Fist of Havoc and Thunder Crash. That's the only supers here. Thunder Crash, you guys already know, is pretty much just Missile Titan or Superman Titan. And then Fist of Havoc, it's just top tree Fist of Havoc Titan and bottom tree Fist of Havoc Titan combined, just put together. So now it just became one Fist of Havoc that has like a crazy radius slam and pretty good quick charge forward, dealing damage to enemy impacts targets, just as it says right there. So it's pretty nice, you know. But the more important part is that Titans finally got a dodge, dude. We got thrusters here. So we got Towering Barricade, Rally Barricade, and then we got thrusters. Out of the three class abilities, thrusters, as you can see, has the lowest cooldown. Rally Barricade almost beating it. You know, it has 32 seconds, but thruster having 30 seconds. This thing is probably, I think so. I didn't even check, but I'm pretty sure out of all three Guardians, this is probably the lowest class ability cooldown in the game. I'm not too sure. I need to recheck on that. You guys can quote me down in the comment section below if that's true or not. But thrusters, dude, it's a dodge. It's literally just like a hunter dodge. So the distance of a hunter dodge is the same distance that thruster will give you. But I don't think it works exactly the same way. I think Hunter Dodge is still somewhat better, but it's still a dodge nonetheless, and it still gets the work done, so to speak, right? So while grounded, and only while grounded, so as it says right there, so you cannot activate this in the air, just like the Hunters. So while grounded, quickly invade in a lateral direction. That's pretty much all it does. So you can invade forward, backwards, left, right, diagonally, it doesn't matter, right? As long as you're pressing your corresponding class ability button, you're gonna activate this thruster and you're gonna dodge at that direction that you want to dodge, and it works quite well. Not that bad. We got strafe lift, pretty typical, nothing special around the jumps there. Then we got thunderclap. We got a new what's called melee ability here. So we got three. We got your typical shoulder charge. You got your ballistic slam, aka like mini version of thunder crash, and then you got thunderclap. This thing is kind of insane. Like, I don't think it's the best one out of the other two, or out of the three like melee abilities, but it's still really good. Like, don't sleep on it. It's definitely pretty dang good. So here it says hold while grounded to plant your feet and begin charging your fist with arc energy. So you do have to be grounded. You cannot activate this in the air. Release to unleash a devastating blast in front of you, dealing damage that increases with the longer charge time. So this thing has also that it doesn't mention here, but this thing has pretty decent range. Now it doesn't have crazy range. Don't think you're gonna be able to hit somebody from mid range. It does have a limit, but I feel like it's almost how would you say? I think it's like 20 meters. I think that's as far as this thing goes. So it's not that bad. It's pretty far, you know, but it's not crazy far. This thing does one shot. Let me start saying that it does one shot if you fully hold your corresponding button and you fully charge this melee ability, and at the very end it'll automatically release it for you. It will completely one shot any guardian, no matter who it is. I haven't tried it on a super yet, but I'm pretty sure, as strong as this thing's hitting, I'm pretty sure it can definitely one shot supers, guardians. So that's gonna be pretty crazy. But a lot of people are not using it that way. They're not really holding down the button all the way and then using the full like Falcon Punch of this thunderclap. They're actually using it very differently, because I've had it happen to me quite a few times. So a lot of people, what they're doing is just sliding in with shotgun. They'll get like a little shotgun blast on you, and then they'll just proc this from their distance, but not hold it. They'll just click the button, and it does enough damage to where it'll clean you up. So it was pretty nice. I never thought about using it that way, but I'm actually kind of impressed how good this thing could be. Now I still don't think it'll be better than things like the seismic strike, just because the movement that shoulder charge provides you paired up with thrusters is just, I think it might be just way better than just simply using this melee ability where you have to be stationary and literally hope that it hits. I mean, and it does say actually the cone radius of this is actually fairly big, so you don't have to be directly on the target at all times. You know, you can be kind of off the target, you know, aiming a little bit to the left, right, or up above them or like around their feet, and it'll still hit them completely and it'll still do full damage. And if you fully charge it, it'll still one shot them. So this thing is not that bad. Definitely try it out for yourself. It's really cool once you have it in play and you see it for yourself and try it out for yourself. It's really nice, very, very satisfying as well. So definitely recommend trying it for yourself and having fun with it. But don't assume that it'll be better than things like seismic strike, just because the movement that this can provide you. And the fact that while you're amplified, the blind radius is increased. So this thing does blind now if you hit somebody with it. So pretty nice there. Then we got Pulse Grenade. Haven't gotten all the other grenades, but I will say Pulse Grenade is not that bad. But as I said before, things like the Arc Bow Grenade would be better because you can hit targets a lot easier and jolt him a lot easier with that. Or you can even use Storm Grenade. That'd be a good pick as well. And Lightning Grenade if that's what you want to do, since it does do a lot of damage. But moving on for fragments here, we got Juggernaut. So with full class ability energy, after sprinting for a short time, you gain a frontal shield that blocks incoming damage. When the frontal shield breaks, your class ability energy is depleted. And then it says, while amplified, the shield blocks significantly more damage before breaking. So this is pretty interesting. This aspect right here is interesting. The amount of damage this thing can take, I tested it out. I think it's 2 hand cannon shots from 140. When I was like playing in Crucible, right? So after 2 hand cannon shots, this thing will break and it'll deplete your shield completely, and that's it. You don't have a shield no more. But if you're amplified and then you proc this ability, like this shield that blocks damage in front of you, I think it takes up to like 4 hand cannon shots. I don't know because I haven't had mine broken yet. Every time I was amplified and I had this shield up, nobody was able to break it. I don't know if a sniper shot can break it while amplified. I'm pretty sure it can, because that does obviously a lot of damage. But I'm not too sure. And I haven't had it broken while I was amplified. So maybe it is 4 hand cannon shot. Maybe it was 3. Maybe it is a sniper shot. I'm not too sure. But this thing is really good, and I definitely would pair this with something like either Seismic Strike, because it makes getting shoulder charge hits way easier. And the fact that when you're amplified, it's almost like a mini version of that one boot boot exotics for Titans, that when you have the overshield, or when you're like using the shoulder charge and you're running and you have the shoulder charge activated, you get like an overshield during the shoulder charge activation. It's almost just like that, but without the actual exotic itself. So it's pretty nice on that aspect. Now it does say front shield, so you can't get hurt on the back. So if you're running away from enemies, you will get easily killed because they're shooting the back of you, and that part is not shielded. You know, that's completely like out in the open air, easily for people to hurt you with. Then moving on to the next aspect, we got knockout. Critically wounding a target or breaking their shield infuses your melee attacks with arc energy and increases your melee range and damage for a short time. I haven't paid attention or even tested it out or anything like that, but I don't know if this increased melee range and damage affects your thunderclap. So I don't know, like if the thunderclap having 20 meters, I don't know if it'll go from 20 to like 25 or it have more range. I'm not too sure. I'm assuming it does affect it because at the end of the day, it's still a melee. It's a melee ability, but it's still a melee itself. And this thing says your melee attack gets increased melee range and damage. So I'm assuming it definitely does increase the range of Thunderclap. Now, the part that says critically wounded, this is crazy because all you have to do is critically wound somebody. So you can shoot somebody, hurt them, break their shield, and boom, that procs the aspect. You can melee them, break their shield. You can, like I said, shoot them. You can throw a grenade and break their shield. It doesn't matter. As long as you're critically wounding your target and breaking their shield, either way, regardless of what you're using, it'll proc this aspect every time. And you will get these benefits. It will infuse your melee attack, with arc energy, increase your melee range and damage for a short time. Defeating target with melee attack starts health regeneration and makes you amplified. So that's pretty cool. I forgot what's called like perk that was from Bottom Tree Striker Titan. I think that was Frontal Assault. I think that's what it's called, Frontal Assault. You have knockout here, but there was like a perk that was called Frontal Assault, and whenever you defeat a target with your melee, it regenerates your health or something like that. I think that's what it was. But this one is even better because once you regenerate health and you defeat a target with your melee, it gives you an amplified. You get amplified. So it's pretty easy right there. I think Titans are definitely one of the easiest Guardians out of the three to become amplified with, and to have fun with that. The other aspect here is Touch of Thunder. I personally don't like it too much just because it affects your grenade, which is not that bad. It definitely has pretty interesting effects here, and I'll read them all. Your flashbang, pulse grenade, lightning, and storm grenades have enhanced functionality. So, flashbang here, grenade emits an additional blind flash on bounce. That's kind of not that important. I think flashbangs currently are not the best grenade, just because there's not. We got like other fragments that are locked to us, right? So we got Spark of Ions, we got Spark of Feedback, Spark of Altitude, and then you got Spark of Brilliance. A lot of these do blinding stuff, like defeating a blinded target with precision damage creates a blinding explosion. So because we don't have a lot of the fragments here that can blind targets, we can't really utilize the blinding grenade to its full potential until those fragments are accessible, and then we start making builds out of them and start seeing, is flashbang really going to be useful or not, you know. But then moving on from there, Pulse Grenade creates a ionic trace periodically as it damages targets and increases in damage over time. So that's actually not that bad because Pulse Grenade has pretty good utility in terms of crowd control. So, and the fact that it increases even more damage the longer it stays there. Like if you pair that with the fragment that I don't even know where it is, to be honest. Right here, your lingering arc grenades last longer. So if you pair this, with that aspect with this, oh yeah, you'll be able to have some good crowd control on a lot of areas of the map. So it's not that bad on that aspect. Lightning grenades grants an additional grenade charge and jolts targets hit by initial blast. So that's pretty crazy. Just by having this aspect, you get 2 lightning grenades, and those lightning grenades now jolt targets. So you no longer need this fragment, Spark of Shock. You can just throw that aside, just run this aspect, run lightning grenades, and you can just easily jolt targets for free, and they do a lot of damage, and you get 2 of them instead of 1, so that's not that bad. And then Storm Grenade, after detonating, creates a roaming thundercloud that tracks nearby targets, fires bolts of lightning at foes beneath it. So Storm Grenade is not that bad. It does a huge amount of damage as well on its second like initial burst of lightning. And then obviously after it detonates that lightning, a roaming thundercloud will start roaming around the map and pretty much hurting guardians. And it does have tracking, so we'll track towards them and kind of just go to them and start like electrocuting them and damaging them. But the amount of damage that it does is not crazy. If you get hit by the thundercloud alone, just the thundercloud by itself, without the storm grenade, just the thundercloud, it does not kill you, and it doesn't even do a lot of damage. So if you're able to get hit one time by it, but still like escape the cloud itself, it doesn't do damage. I think this does like 40 or 30 something. I think it's like 30 damage, or maybe 40. I'm not too sure. I didn't pay attention, but does okay damage, but it's nothing too crazy. I mean, it might be good for maybe in survivals or trials, maybe, because it does have fairly good crowd control because you're hurting the target, so you can probably keep somebody from regenerating health or keep somebody off of the flag or from a corner because they're just gonna keep getting beat up by the roaming thundercloud. But other than that, it's nothing to be wowed about. At least not yet. I don't know if maybe later, maybe somebody might find some way to use this storm grenade a lot better, but for now I just don't see anything impressive for it. Then we got Spark of Frequency here. Melee hits greatly increase your reload speed for a short duration. Pretty good fragment for a Titan since we love to melee. Spark of Recharge, while critically wounded, your melee and grenade energy recharge even more quickly. This is also pretty good at all 3 Guardians because with the Amplified, being able to get around the map super fast and just running really fast, being in the middle of multiple enemies might happen a lot more often than you think, so having this does fairly help quite a lot. So yeah, and then we got after sprinting for a short time, your class ability regeneration is increased. There's also pairs up with your actual class ability stat. So for hunters, it'll be minus 10 minus 10 mobility. For Titans, it'll be minus 10 resilience, as you can see here, and for Warlocks, it'll be minus 10 recovery. So that is pretty nice to know, because at least it's just not like one stat that is being affected, you know. But pretty good. It's still really good. I definitely would recommend running it because it makes it to where you have like a tier 8 resilience. So that minus 10 doesn't really even matter because the amount of regeneration it gives you is pretty good. And yeah, that's it. The guns I'm using is Ostringer. Fell Winters again. I am using Bad Omens. Typical Monster Connecting 2 special, I am using Doom Marchers. Doom Marchers does work with the Thunderclap, so if you hit somebody with Thunderclap and they're close to another enemy, it will chain lightnings off of them, because at the end of the day, it's still a melee ability, so to speak, right? It's still a melee. So that is pretty nice to know. But other than that, if you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you guys enjoy any of my content, subscribe to my channel. Help me go support me in any way that you can. Of course, no hard feelings, do not want to. I very well understand. Without any further ado, let's get straight into this video. Let's go. This freaking ability is so fun on the Titan, bro. So easy.
The zones are yours if you fight for them, Guardian. Enemy claimed Zone A. Zone C captured. Enemy claimed Zone B.
Jeez, dude.
What can stop you if you fight together? Nothing. Zone A captured. Zone advantage is yours. Zone C lost.
They're like switching the what's it called? The spawns, man.
Your legend rose. Zone A lost. It's a power play. Get those zones back.
Damn it. I thought my teammate had that guy, but he like died. I'm just like, oh, okay, never mind. Shouldn't have pushed with teammate. He just got like melted.
Zone B lost. Zone C lost. It's a power play.
What are you
Get
doing,
those
bro?
zones back.
Trying to Falcon Punch me, bro? Fuck no, dude. I never let that happen in Smash Bros. Ultimate. I ain't letting that happen in this fucking
Zone
game
A
either.
captured.
How can I help my teammates here?
Now you're fighting with
Okay,
heart,
there we go.
Guardian. Together as one. I love it. Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours. 5 minutes remaining.
No! You ain't getting me with that. Oh shoot!
Zone B lost.
Ah shoot.
Zone C captured. You have zone advantage. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Ha, deuces. Fuck. I didn't have amplify, man.
Zone A lost. 3 minutes. 2 for 1.
What the fuck happened there? Like literally what happened there? I like slid forward and I didn't even want to.
Zone A captured. You have zone advantage.
Okay. Oh, get freaking destroyed, brother.
You have zone advantage.
Damn it. Oh, he had like more energy for that shield. Damn.
10 seconds.
Damn, dude.
You're defeated. Fight again. Persistence is key. You eat monsters for breakfast. You can win a battle for territory. Again.
Holy.
Enemy claimed Zone B. Together as one. I love it. Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours. This is amazing. What can stop you if you fight together? Nothing. Zone B lost. Zone B captured. You have advantage. What can stop you if you fight together? Nothing. Two for one.
Dude, that guy just got fucking destroyed.
Zone B lost. 5 minutes left.
Let's go. I am boosted.
Zone B captured. You have zone advantage.
Oh, that didn't kill him? What? Dude, bullshit.
Zone A captured. You have zone advantage.
Dude, this freaking ability is so fun on the Titan, bro.
Opponents down.
Oh my god. This is so unfair, bro. Literally, Titans have it so easy, man.
Zone A lost. Double down.
Oh my god, bro. Get literally destroyed. Imagine being oh, I am amplified while being in super. Oh my god, you guys do not want the smoke.
Minutes. Hold strong, and this battle is yours.
Alright, come on, we gotta find more people to kill, bro.
It's a power play. Get those zones back. Zone A captured.
That guy's just gonna spam his DMT.
With 10 titans like you, I could build all 7 columns and shake the pillars to their core. Zone B captured. You have advantage. 2 for 1. And that's why we have fire team.
Nice, dude. No. Got your back. There's nobody there left, bro. You're good. Wait, there's one more.
And victory is yours.
He's way down there, though. I don't got time for that.
1 minute. Won't be long now. I could not ask for a better victory. You fight like
Bro.
a demon for these zones.
Dude, Titans are actually cracked.
I need more like you.
What the freak? No freaking way. Sheesh, 10.0? Damn, not bad. With this freaking SBMM crap, I'm actually surprised I managed to do